no.
Rest up, bro. Give me rest. Give me the rest, people.
Okay. Then that's
This is Steve Harvey, and you're now watching the Don't Piss Me Off morning show.
Quite frankly, this is the best morning show I have ever heard. Let's make YouTube great again.
Yeah. Good morning. We got Sandy Beach in here, Kiera, Alicia, Kate Jones, Brian, Yanni from I can't read that name. You got Melissa, Word of the Day, Froggy, Quita. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Ooh, y'all coming in here.
Mommy, my mother. What's up, mommy?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? All right. Okay, all right. We all know y'all is deep as hell in here. Shout out to everybody in here. To the 800 people, Kelly. 800.
Wow.
we today's gonna be a serious episode with 2K. And we got somebody that's actually gonna give us the breakdown of what's going on and everything. And we like to introduce to y'all Let's Talk. Kelly, we need to get a soundboard.
Oh, we do. We do.
I think a soundboard.
Hold on. We got a little something. Let's see.
Yeah, go ahead and play it.
Oh no, I don't have it right.
Well, anyway, what's going on? Let's talk.
What's going on, girl? How you doing, Tay?
We can't hear you. Hold on, we can't hear you. Nuh-uh. No, we can't hear nothing. Y'all. All right, just exit out, come back in. We'll bring it up. But yeah, we are here to give you an exclusive update of what's going on with 2K, and y'all will be hearing from 2K. Hopefully. How you doing, Kelly? What's your thoughts on this whole thing while we waiting on Let's Talk? Get back in here.
I felt so bad. About what happened with 2K and the whole.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes, you are live and in color. Yes, girl.
Sorry about that, you guys. I don't know what happened.
That's kind of so. What, Kelly? What's your thoughts on this whole 2K situation and Maine situation?
Well, I mentioned it briefly last night. I hate that our guy is locked up, but I get why he did what he did. You know, everybody has their breaking point. You know, you can't play with everybody. You never know how people are going to react. You know, and with everything that had led up to the event, I understand it. I get it. You know, it's unfortunate, but I understand why he reacted the way he reacted. And look, I got the sound ready. I got it here. We got Let's Talk, Tay Bean.
She's got a point. She's an icon. She's a legend. And she is the moment.
Okay.
Come on now.
Oh, can you hear me? I'm sorry, you guys.
Yeah,
I'm
we
looking
can hear
at
you.
you guys. I was waiting for you guys to say so. Well, good morning, you guys. Good morning from my time. I'm here in Baltimore. It is 12:06 here, so I'm an hour ahead of you guys there. But as you all know, it is definitely free 2K. But breaking news, 2K is free. 2K is getting bailed out.
Yeah, yes.
Dropping bombs in the comments.
So y'all. So right now we just basically gonna update you on everything that's going on. If you don't know what's going on, basically you like, why is 2K locked up? If you've been under a rock this whole time. So Tay, well, let's talk. For the people that don't know, how did this whole thing get started with 2K and Maine? Like, where did all of this get started?
So of course, to every action, there's a reaction. So we have to go back to the origin of how all this originated. So over about a year ago, um, first, let's just start off by saying 2K and Maine were associates on Facebook. I wouldn't say they were friends, but 2K helps everybody out, probably helped them with sound checks and things like that. But right around the time that you guys can note was right around the Cat Williams time, where Cat Williams was exposing everything and all that happened. So one day, Maine was in the bathroom and he was like, I want to go on Cat Williams' show. And he was beefing with another content creator at that time. And he was like, I want to go on there. I want to tell my story. I want to call out the guy TC that he had got locked up and the other few content creators. And then the comment section was all like, well, what else you going to talk about? He said, I'm going to talk about my charges, whatever. Then he called 2K on the phone on live and said that he wanted to come to the show. So 2K was all like, yeah, you want to come? He said, I want to do my Cat Williams with you, blah, blah, blah. All right, whatever. So about 2 days later, the show aired. But when the show aired, Maine was accompanied by his family as well. And if you go back and watch the show, it is about a year ago. It's still on 2K's page. You can see throughout the show, 2K's phone kept buzzing. You can actually hear, when you get a message, you can hear it. Later, beknownst to us, it was people that was actually sending in Maine's charge while he was actually online. Now, keep in mind, everyone already knew that Maine So Funny, Larry Thompson, was already a convicted SO. But we did not know the magnitude as well as the charges at hand. So he's always admitted that he was, on the list and he was a lifetime registry. But then as you go deeper, it says that you had indecent exposure in contact with a minor, which is all public records. This is not for bullying or harassment. This is all for commentary and entertainment purposes only. But again, these were all public records that was on the sex offender list. So moving forward, while he was on the list, 2K asked Maine a specific question. He said, what were you charged for and why were you on the list? And main words were, do I look like a SO? I don't act like one. I got my kids here with me. And, I only did 2 years in prison and it was over a robbery and I copped out to that. So whatever. The very next day, I'm assuming after 2K got off alive, at that time, keep in mind, I was not in connection with 2K as a friend that I am now. I'm just like you guys, outside watching in. But I know 2K was like, people start dropping the charges. One particular blogger, shout out to the Messy Cousins, they actually dropped the charges. And the charges in detail were that not only was he a convicted SO, but it was a charge from a young lady that was 12 years old. And it was doing from the time of 12 to 14 years old. And not only was it doing there, but this young lady lived with them and was the cousin of his child's mother. And at that time, he was 28 years old. And she went to school and she told, and he did give a statement. And his statement was the young lady was crushing on him and that she would give him and feed him details about his child's mother cheating on him. So just reading that. Everybody with integrity in the social stance, look, everybody was gassed. So 2K did go live, but he stated before he went live, he contacted Maine and let him know, I do got your charges and I am going to go live about them because I go live about everybody else. He directed that. Maine stated that he did not want him to drop the charges. And if he do it, it would end up bad for him. Well, Maine did, 2K did go online and did the show. And, I would not say he exposed Maine because Maine is a lifetime registered sex offender. So
And
you're
it's
not
already public record.
yeah, it's already public record. So you're not exposing anyone. So that was his main claim at that time. You exposed me. But then at that time, Maine was also settling on his home. So that was a big story. So it got overshadowed with your charges being dropped and you're signing for your home. So he was mad about that. He went live about 10 times that night, you guys, talking about 2K's family, his wife and kids, and stated that I'm going to make you come after me, pull up. Fast forward into the boxing things and they supposed to met up and it never happened. Then Maine pulled up to 2K house several times and then 2K pulled to Maine house and then Maine went to go get his friend. And it was just a whole bunch of back and forth throughout the year. I got pulled into it. Maine doxed me, copyrighted my page. I mean, it was just a lot of stuff that was going on. It was a lot. Talked about my deceased aunt, said that was my karma for her dying because we talked about his charges. So it was a lot with this situation. But moving forward, where we are now, leading up to the protective order. That night in question, a couple of months ago, police had already came over to Sarah's house. Shout out to Sarah. Sarah is 2K's
Yeah,
wife.
shout out to Sarah.
Yeah, shout out to Sarah in the midst of all of this. Shout out to my sis. She's holding up. Talked to her earlier too. And again, uh they had already came to the house and detectives have contacted them, but they didn't want to push through with the case. They was already saying that they was investigating him about other things that was going on social media. Sarah and them, they did get a card and we received the card, but then Maine got online taunting, whatever. He went and got his friend, and the significance of this, I call him Fat Butt, so I'm just
Yeah.
gonna say that that's his name. He went and got his friend, but the significance of his friend is his friend that he got in question is also the friend. If you know that 2K does shows on this lady named Lynn, this guy named
Yeah.
Lynn Carson.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
Lynn,
we're familiar with Lynn.
right. So the
The
friend
the
that,
booty bandit.
yeah, the booty bandit. So the guy
Mhm.
that Maine went to go get, Lynn Carson is currently out right now on bail for trying to assault his 15-year-old nephew. But yeah,
Whoa.
Mm.
May knows that and interviewed the parents on his show, even
Say
though
that one
he's
more time. Hold on. Say that one more time. Take, is this a lot we taking in? Say that one more
yes.
time, please.
So was leading up to now the situation at hand. So how the restraining order got placed.
Mm-hmm.
The night in question, right after Maine 2K had already pulled up the main house. Maine stated that it was the neighbors. He didn't want to do anything with the neighbors there. He sped off. 2 days later, Maine went and got this guy Fat Butt and brought him over to 2K house.
Right.
Nothing happened.
Okay.
Fast forward, Maine, if I'm not mistaken, was going back and forth with another content creator's baby father, and Aaron. He got provoked, and then now he automatically brought it back up with 2K.
Okay.
Mm.
He's
Oh, we
now
know
with the
about
guy.
Aaron. We
Right.
know about Dusty. Dusty
So
Dime.
now,
We know
right.
about
So
Aaron.
now this
Mhm.
is how the story, this is how it all got provoked again. It was all quiet down, but then as soon as Ern came back in the picture, Maine started going live again about 2K. And then he got the guy Ern. I'm sorry.
Because basically because of Dusty Dime.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm
So
just
then
trying
he
to
went and got the boy Fat Butt. So now that
got
he
you.
got the boy Fat Butt with him, they're there. And let me break it down, you guys. Again, the guy Fat's his nephew
Mm-hmm.
currently has a charge on Lynn Carson for
Okay.
trying to sexually assault his 15-year-old nephew. And Maine is
Wow.
aware. And Maine he said that he don't know who to believe, even though there's evidence that Lynn kicked the boy door in. They gave a statement, and actually Maine went live with the victim. Fast forward, keep in mind, this is just how weird the connection goes. The guy Fats pulled up to Sarah and 2K's home. Sarah
Mhm.
is gone. She's like pulling off the street. So right around the time, it seems like when Maine was probably pulling on their block, that's when they ran into Sarah. And that's when the restraining order came, because now, keep in mind, it's unprovoked. I'm
Mhm.
not online talking about you. This is because I'm communicating now with Ern and Diamonds. Like anybody that gets into the circle, he attacks them for some reason. Like he attacks them hard. But now we got the restraining order in place because of this.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Let's
Now,
put a pin. Let's hold on. Let's put a pin in this. Let's put a pin in this. We got to cut the water. We got to
Yeah.
cut the water. We got to cut the water. I'm going to put the banner up. Remember where you at in the story. Say we putting the banner up. Go on over. Head to Don't Piss Me Off Morning Show. We have record number highs right now. So when you come on over, because they're going to be directly routed, right, Black?
Yeah, they're gonna be if you're on 2K page right now, you're gonna directly come into the page and you can just get it from there.
And might as well subscribe, because 2K does the show with us every day. You know, he's not here, but he does the show with us every day. So you might as well subscribe while you're at it. So go ahead. Okay. Go ahead, Black. You can cut it.
Go ahead and with your next question, Kevin.
Okay. Well, she was in the middle of a story. So go ahead. Continue.
sure.
Tay.
So now we got to the point where the restraining order is now granted in the court. So they got the
Okay.
restraining order. So even though the restraining order was granted, Maine got quiet for some time. I'm not gonna lie on him. He got quiet for some time, but then it was like, little spurts and little verbal threats that was going on spewed, and it was just a whole bunch of, how that goes, men
Well, and
back and
let me
forth.
interject right quick, because with the restraining order, if I'm not mistaken, I think there was a gag order in place too, meaning he could not speak on 2K, and when you're not able to speak on the drama that you are creating, because 2K, we all know 2K equals money, equals dollars, so him not able to speak on that, I think one could come to the conclusion that he was kind of upset about that. So I just wanted to interject. That's correct, right? There was a gag order. Okay.
Right. So 2K became the sound effect guy. That's how he started referring to 2K. So
Okay.
it was let's talk and the sound effect guy. That's how that's how it started
Mm.
becoming. And keep in mind, not only was it a gag order placed while Maine was in court, he was trying to get a gag order placed on me.
Wow.
He causing all this chaos, and he
He wanted let's talk to shut up.
Yeah.
So
he want to be the only one to talk.
yeah, he
Mhm.
wants to be the only female online running his mouth. But other than that, so now
Period.
he was still going back and forth, and he also gave the paperwork over to another content creator, Trell, who 2K was going back and forth with.
We're familiar with Trell.
But
Mhm.
not letting Trell know that he had filed a conjunction for contempt of the restraining order because he did not like 2K saying protect the kids. He did not like 2K referring to any stories that regarded any sex offenders, which was just pretty
Wow.
crazy to me.
Well, that makes sense for a sex offender to do. They
Yeah,
don't want children protected.
yeah, I've never seen one that sat back and openly admitted to their crime after the fact, like, yeah, I did it, but to be really angry about, protecting the kids. So he went and had, so this was a contempt that he did. He filed May the 5th, but he never said anything about that online. He just kept saying that, what 2K did to him. You let me know where you want me to lead up to, because I can lead up to where we are now.
No, we're gonna talk about that in a minute. We're gonna creep into that.
Okay, you let me know, because I ain't want to go to, because I can stay right
No,
where we at in the
no,
middle.
we appreciate that. But before we move, I want to give some shout outs to people. I want to give a shout out to, of course, Sarah, you, Tay, also Mama, because I know Mama, our girl
Yes.
Raven, she was collecting funds, relayed those funds over to Sarah to assist with 2K and this legal stuff we have going on. And also Derek J.
Yes.
Derek J also was collecting funds. So shout out to Derek J. We dropped in his live. So I just wanted to acknowledge those individuals. And am I missing anyone? Was there anyone? And of course 2K's mom, of course.
Yes, 2K's mom
Yeah.
and Sarah has definitely been the go-getter. 2K's brother-in-law, 2K's sister. It's definitely been a lot of people behind the scenes. Just really just outpouring the love. So just, he definitely has a lot of love and support, and the family is surrounded by love and support. So that's definitely amazing.
And everyone that donated, and also Kenny was reporting on it too.
Kenny had
Yesterday
me
I
gagging
saw.
last night.
Yes, and Kia. Shout out to Kia, because I know Kia has some issues with this individual as well. She was a
doxed Kia
victim of him.
yesterday as well. But shout out to Kia
Wow.
Monet Hill. Make sure you guys follow her channel, Kia One Out of Hill, because she's been dropping a lot of tea, and she was actually the one that exposed that Maine was currently on child support for the long lost child that he said he couldn't find.
Oh wow.
Wait, what? Whoa,
Yeah.
say that again. Say this one more time.
He has a long lost child that he always talks that he couldn't find. Because keep in mind, I ain't gonna drop his wife tea, because I ain't even got no beef for her right now. I'm gonna let you live the day, Shada. I'm gonna let you live.
Okay.
But I'm gonna let her live. But yes, he stated that he had a long lost child, and the child is around the same age that Shada's other child that she lost too. But he's on child support and has a fraternity thing, and the lady's just not letting him see him, and I wonder why. But he claims it's because he tells her stop calling his other baby mothers ugly, and that's why he won't let her see the child.
Okay.
Moving right along.
So
go ahead, Black, and then I'll ask you a question.
Kelly.
No. I was saying go ahead. Go. I'm like,
So all right,
processing.
so let's talk. We're about to play the actual video of the aftermath of Maine after the altercation with 2K. So you want to give a short context of the video?
Sure. So, of course, I'm in the house and we get the text message. I know everybody got the phone call. We got the post that was on social media.
Oh wait, hold on, she's talking.
Around, you know what I'm saying?
Hold on, Tay.
All right,
Sorry
go
about
ahead.
that.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Tay. Sorry.
Sure. So I got the text message that 2K said, "Let's talk." I just knocked Maine ass out in court, and I'm about to get locked up and see the judge. And Maine
We
immediately
got that
went
text
live.
too, girl.
Yeah,
we got,
Yeah.
we got
It was
that.
a group. I think it had to have been a group text because it was the same one that he posted on social media. You know, 2K smart with his. He just copy and paste like I would do.
Yes, yeah, and look, and poor Black. I got to tell this story. Black's like, huh? Because it was a few grammar. I said he said, and I so I broke it down.
Yeah, I mean, look, I understood what he said, but
it was. We were shocked. Well, I would say we were shocked, and we're like,
My reply back was no.
look, Black was SMH, and I was like, I know.
Keep in mind,
I mean, it's
when
not
he
funny,
pulled
but
up last time to 2K, to Main House, I was like, go home. Don't be there. Go home. He said, no, I need you to record this. I said, go home.
but
yeah, this is the video. If anybody hasn't seen it, we're just gonna play some of it.
It's neutral.
There you go.
When I passed him, I seen him getting up. So when I turn around, you know what I'm saying, boom. You know, he didn't get a full point, but he got boom. The police right there though. So when the police, he trying to wrestle. So when the police got me. Not him. The police got me. He get 2 more licks. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, he get 2 more licks. You know what I'm saying? But you know. But you know what it is. I
That
like
man
that
look
type
like
of shit
Young
though.
Dolph.
Man, I like that. Man, I like that shit. I like that type of shit. Man, I love it. I love that type of shit, yeah. Man, I love that type of shit. I love it. I like that type of shit though.
What happened? Oh.
Let me get off here talking about that though, man, because y'all probably get me in trouble right now. I probably need to be live talking about this shit.
All right, that's enough of this clown. So let's talk. Repeat what you said yesterday as far as the altercation he had with like you were saying that he was talking about him getting hit, but he didn't refer to any hits he was laying.
Well, look right there. You can see his face is swollen. You can see his face. There's not symmetry there. To the left, his face is clearly swollen on the left side. I will, but go ahead, Tay. He's lying.
So again, one thing you notice, and if you've ever watched Maine is a bragger, and he never, even yesterday when he got online, he never mentioned any punches that he got in. He kept saying that he wanted to wrestle and he wanted to do this, and then he also confirmed that he got 2 good hits in. And the reason why Maine is admitting that is because at that time he was scared that somebody had a video of it. So he had to admit what happened. And if you notice, he never said, I hit him, he got me, I did this. He's showing all the scrapes and stuff. And you can, if a person 7'1", 220 pounds gets you 2 clean, good hits in your face, you're going to feel it.
5'11". It said 71 inches.
71 inches. I'm sorry. 5'11", and hit you inside your face like that. Come on now, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
So
and
he never
he's
mentioned,
a small guy. He is. Yeah, he's a smaller guy.
And this is also the same guy that threatened to spit in my face, spit in females' faces, and when they see them, they're going to break in their face and stuff like that. But his sister was trying to create a narrative that he was snuck. But one thing that he did state that he wasn't snuck. He stated that he turned around and had a clear shot in 2K. I'll get to the part. Y'all let me know when y'all want me to tell you exactly how the fight went down.
Go ahead.
No, wait. Because I do want to say this too really quick. Yeah, I'm gonna lose my train of thought that fast. The chat, exactly, chat, clearly swollen. This was the other thing too. Him saying he didn't get any shots off. It's good that he doesn't say that, because also for legal, because if he's fighting, if he's saying he didn't get any hits, well, then that looks better in court as far as someone that wants to sue, because now they're fully a victim. the whole bid.
I object.
Yeah.
I object. Only the
What
reason
you
why I
think?
object is because the state of Texas is a stand your ground law.
Stand
So
your
you can
ground.
actually sit back and,
Mm.
you can execute someone in your lot if somebody comes up to you. So once you got the charges and it clearly states that it was assault with bodily injury, they automatically deemed that 2K was the aggressor. So at that time, if you got any shots off, you could have sat back and said, look, I'll whip this right in court, and the judge wouldn't have said nothing because of the state that you're in. So you get what I mean? Only because of the
Mm-hmm.
state. So at
Mm-hmm.
that point, you were already clear. And if he's the aggressor, you had every opportunity to defend yourself. So if someone jumps on you and you say he jumped on me and I beat the crap out of him, it's the truth. And the judge
Good
not going to
point.
sit back and say, well, you're not going to jail anymore because you fought back. I'm supposed to let him just whip my tail, especially in Texas.
Good
So
point.
no, I just
Mm.
believe that what it was he was shocked. He was shocked, and even though he had a clean hit, once 2K got on him and blacked out. See, the thing about it was he did more than what he thought he was doing. You on here trolling and you messing with people the same way you cop deuces when Aaron came to your city because you're not about that life. And then
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
once the people that comes in about your life, you wanted to name your podcast, I Ain't Never Gave a F. No, it looks like 2K looked like his mugshot that he'll do it again.
Mm-hmm. We want to
Yeah.
acknowledge the members really quick. We got a new member, Silly Rabbit. We appreciate you, Silly Rabbit. And we have another new member, Tay 26. Thank you, Tay 26. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Tay. Sorry,
And I
I
can't
didn't want to
see any
forget.
of the comments, you guys. So I appreciate you guys. Just even showing up and showing out for the family, showing up for the Don't Piss Me Off show. Y'all know every time I'm on my podcast, I always shout you guys out and drop you in the comments. So it's an honor just to be here right now, sitting here.
Hey, it's an
We
honor to have
appreciate
you.
you. Yes,
It's an honor to have you. Kelly, you ain't got his mug shot. Cute, like
I
you.
do. I
Yeah,
do. You
pull
know
up
I
his
do.
mug shot.
Give me a moment and I'll I'll pull it up.
When we get to the hour mark, we're gonna take some calls so y'all can ask. Let's talk some questions. Don't call now. Call at the hour mark. That's the cue when we're gonna actually get calls from y'all so y'all can ask any questions y'all want. So we already got that ready and planned.
Go ahead.
So
Go
while
ahead.
she's bringing up that mug shot, let's bring up 2K charges. You want to give a explanation of his charges, of actually what he's charged for and why he was in jail for a whole day?
Yes. So I actually had something to break it down. If y'all give me 1 second too,
Take
because
your time.
I wanted to break it down with the charges and some of the information that I was able to get in regards to the charges. So if you guys can see, 2K wasn't immediately charged immediately because keep in mind he already was at court for the restraining order. So that's why he wasn't immediately taken down and was immediately booked. So that was that with that. And he is charged with assault with bodily injury, which was weird. I'm like, dang, 2K. So that's the only good thing. It is a misdemeanor. Normally, here's some information. So a simple assault causing bodily injury is normally a class A misdemeanor, which you guys can see he was charged. And it's unfortunately it is, penalty up to 1 year in the county jail. But typically a $4,000 fine or $5,000 fine. Felonies is not out, it's out the question. What we do know is Maine is definitely giving a statement. So that's where the tricky part comes in, like you guys were saying, what the actual statement says. But let me see. I had some information.
Yeah, this picture right here, I'm putting on a t-shirt. I'm putting it in my merch store, free 2K.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a
So
mug.
y'all be on the lookout. I'm gonna put this picture on a shirt. It's gonna say free 2K. His nigga looks insane. He look like he's ready to bomb 9/11 again. Like
He
this
really
is
is. When I
one.
seen it, I was taken back. I said, damn. So he
This
said
is
he
one.
blacked out. He said, I blacked the fuck out.
That makes sense. And now I want to get into this really quick because, as we're leading up to the whole thing with the bail and the whole bid, it came to my attention and I want to get some verification from you. I'm pretty positive about this because Derek had mentioned it on his live.
Mhm.
But is it true, or have you heard that Sarah's Cash App was reported? Because I know Sarah was getting quite a bit of donations to her Cash App. to help out 2K. Now, what I heard, and I again, I got to confirm it with my blogger, with you, was that Dusty Dime or maybe her followers or supporters had reported her Cash App, because I thought that was disgusting. Did you? Are you able to confirm that?
So what I can do is I can say that Sarah's first Cash App was initially blocked. Now, people were stating that Diamond was the one that was, requesting people to report it, but I can only testify to what I see and what I know, and I did not see that. So I did, and
Okay.
I also did not go back to watch her live. Because
Okay.
so I don't know if it was reported, but immediately when I was on YouTube, I was getting notifications that she was stating report the live, and then I believe the Cash Apps was stopped and being rejected. So more than likely, and her hate for 2K, she was
Yeah.
probably definitely requesting them to report the live.
Like, how can
Okay.
you even report a Cash App? Like, how
You can do that.
get it blocked? Like, explain the process to me.
Yeah.
Well, she may not. It can be done. You just, I don't know. Do you know, Tay? Because I know it
I
can be
don't
done.
know.
I'm asking her.
I don't know, because so I have a business like Cash App. So the transactions that come through that and the limit is different. But I'm assuming that if it's several different transactions and you don't have it set up for a business account, anybody can start reporting it for fraudulent, as opposed to making it seem like they sent you stuff and you wouldn't send them a refund, or
Right.
just outrage. The same way you can get a person's Facebook page reported. I'm assuming. But
Okay,
I've
Mama,
never had one.
Mama, you can go ahead and send that over to the Don't Piss Me Off Morning Show Instagram if you have that, and I'll check it and I'll post it. Thank you, Mama. And here's the other thing that I got wind of as well. Also, her Apple Pay was also reported. I know there was a default because I saw the screenshot. There was a default where folks tried to send her money through the Apple Pay. An alert would come up saying that this could be, fraudulent, so forth and so on. So for me, and we're going to confirm that if that is true, that's really disgusting. That's like, I understand having beef with somebody. I get it. Like when she called into 2K show, when 2K had his stuff going on, she called into it, called into his show. I get that. I just feel like when we're talking about someone's wife, who she's a content creator, but she doesn't do the messy type of content. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought that was a little, not a little, I thought that was a lot in poor taste. And also she's out of town, as we know, and she has those kids, meaning.
Well, Dime's narrative was 2K went into the courthouse. No, her narrative was 2K sent his wife to Hawaii, did a whole big podcast just to come to court, fight Maine to get his rent paid.
Okay.
Insane.
Yeah.
Fucking insane.
Yeah.
So that's the train of thought. So when we're thinking about in that context, that's the train of thought that we're thinking with.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
Okay. Yep. We want to give a shout out to T.O. really quick with the $10 super chat. Thank you, T.O. T.O. says free 2-piece 2K. That's funny. Okay. So, all right. That was my question. Go ahead, Black.
This story is just crazy and crazy. So what's like the time window you think 2K is going to get out? Because we're kind of expecting like any minute now.
So he went into court this morning where I talked to his wife to confirm. And again, when we talked to Sarah, if I'm not mistaken, he was at court about 8:15, and there was a couple of people from the Messy Mafia that was there also to see it. And then he immediately went into getting his bail paid. So let me look and see what time he called, and I can tell y'all what time I'm thinking, because it was right around 11:15 time. So if it was done before the 11 o'clock hold, which it was, and it's 12:36 over here, it's 11:36 over there. I'm assuming if it's anything like Maryland system, when the outtake, if you get in process out, is about like a 6-hour out process. 2K will probably be home like about anywhere between 4 to 5, if that late. It's all, but it's a day before the holiday, and the out process is typically 5 hours to process a person out of jail.
He got lucky because it was right before the 4th. Because if it happened today, If
Oh,
it
happy
happened
birthday.
today, he probably would have been in there all weekend.
He would have been in there all weekend, and that's one thing that when I talked to him earlier, he said, if they don't get it done, with that, the money was been raised, and with a misdemeanor, you knew he was getting a bail, a typical no bail when you first get locked up, but once you had your bail review, but if they got because Sarah, and his mom was able to do it within that 11-hour mark, he was able to get out. So and before 5 o'clock. If court was
Okay.
today, 2K wouldn't have got out till Tuesday, probably.
Look, you said it was your birthday. Got to play this.
Happy birthday to you.
All right. Happy birthday to Tate.
Yes.
I appreciate
And I
you
got
guys.
the photos. Thank you again. Special shout out to Mama, friend to the show, mod extraordinaire.
My mom
So
said she's a goat.
yes, she is. Let me go ahead and add the screenshots. And look, this everybody helps us, so we really appreciate when you guys send in the stories and the whole bid. Okay. Oh, that's not the one. Here we go. Wait.
Let me help you out.
There it is. There it is. And I got another one. So you go ahead. Go ahead, Black. You can break it down.
Like I don't even know where to start with Dusty Dime. Like, all right. So all right, let me go back to Maine. So what's your conclusion next on what to happen after this going forward with Maine and 2K? Like, is there going to be another court hearing? Is it going to be nothing? Like, what's your expectations out of all of this? Let's talk.
Well, keep in mind the restraining order is still in place. So because $1 Million Maine does not have an attorney, and I'm assuming that's why he's been keep having to bail himself out on domestic violence charges because he's not retraining a attorney to fight these cases. It was told that he cannot come back to court without an attorney. Now he wants the judge to speak to his PO. I'm assuming this is the person that monitors him while he's on this lifetime registry. But the judge told him that he won't be able to see. That she'll be more than happy to speak to his PO along with his paid attorney. So that's the new thing. So we'll probably be seeing a GoFundMe. A person like Maine is an ego booster. If you notice, right when he can pull up to your house, he can talk about your family, he can make diss songs and things like that. But soon as you do anything to him, he wants to get payback and feel like it's the end of the world. Do I think this is the end of Maine? No. But do I believe that this next step as the messy mafia and everybody that supports 2K moving forward? Now I'm not gonna lie, I'm still dragging and I'm a drag, but 2K can't say anything right now because we already know with the legal thing going on now, like what else could but I don't believe it's going to be the end of him. His pride was hurt yesterday really bad, but his pride done been hurt so many times on social media. It's just like he's unpredictable.
Yes. So I want to break down this. Thank you for that. I want to break down this screenshot really quick because I don't know if you guys can see it. This was as big as I can make it, but it says at the top, it has Sarah's name, the Cash App, and then I see some comments and it says Dime. This is I'm not going to say the people's name, but it says Dime, why you got your glass in here, BITCH. I don't know what that means. I haven't seen a video, so how y'all know who? And then someone says the one who talks the most, SHIT, always get it, LOL. I am so proud of 2K. And then you have Dabraka Lowe writing. Her name is Dabraka?
Yeah, Dabraka.
Okay. Never heard that name before. Dabraka Lowe.
You won't ever hear it.
Yeah, it's different. Finna report her Cash App. And then you have the other comments in this live. Now I don't know whose live this is, but
I think that's mine.
Oh, okay.
No, is that my live from yesterday?
You got to put in the comments, Mama. I don't know.
People were stating that they were stating that they wanted her to report the live, but keep in mind, remember, I was commentating, so I didn't even know.
Right, you can't see it.
She got mad at me. I had to let her know, what it really was yesterday on live yesterday, because she does the most for a person that she called CPS on.
Oh, okay.
So do
It's
you?
a lot.
It's a lot.
I don't even know.
I'm telling you,
I have so
Facebook world is
many
weird.
questions. Like, man, 2K, man, it's just this came out of left field for me. When he said, man, when he was telling us yesterday before the show, he was like, I might be going to jail. I'm like, what? You talking about you going to jail? Because, man, if I see him, I'm just going to black out. I said, man, he ain't finna do it. I thought he was just joking. But obviously, he actually, I just wish we had video footage of the scuffle, because that would get numbers.
It's definitely get numbers. The thing about it is too, like he said, once he uppercutted him and Maine was on the ground, it was all over. And his exact words was, every time I hit him, he was all like,
So what? What Sarah got to say about all this? I know you talked to her and had a back and forth. Like, what's her comments?
Yeah, how's
about
she
all
holding
this?
up?
Sarah is definitely holding up really well. It was so crazy. Her first reaction was, God damn it, but it was long overdue. So she's definitely proud and standing by her man. Of course, nobody wants to see their husband in, jail. Nobody wants to see that, especially while, in a hole on an island relaxing. But like she said, it was definitely long overdue. She knows that 2K definitely blacked out, but at the end of the day,
he didn't want to do that. He didn't, because who wants to go to jail? Who wants to go to jail when their wife's out of town right before a holiday? I just think he was pushed to the limit. A person can take but so much. You saying the guy's riding by his house, pulling up on his wife, doxing you, doxing people. It sounds like this guy was on a rampage. And I think when you are in a situation, all of that, comes to a surface, it boils over. He sees him in real life, and he, like you said, just blacked out, and it happened, just a freak thing. And like I said before, I understand, because it was so much building up to it, and you just never know how someone's going to react. But
I wish it would have been like in the parking lot or something like that, because like you had to know that you ain't kid when you sat back, you in the court. I mean it, but again, like I said, this is what happens when all of this is because you are a convicted SO and you are mad because of the platform that it was told on. And I just cannot believe that. Like, honestly, like you were fighting 2K harder than you fought your charges. You pled guilty. And what I don't understand is, if you are a content creator and you want to be in the limelight and you want to be seen, if this is who you are. You were 28 years old. It's not like you were 16,
grown
17. Grown a man. And this young lady said it was you. 2 years you were having a relation with a minor. And she
half
didn't say
your age. Half your age.
She didn't say it was anybody else. She didn't sit back and say, and it wasn't an isolated incident. This was a 2-year thing that you were conscientiously doing. So how can you think a normal society would sit back and open it with welcome arms? I honestly believe that, how we're all bloggers. We get on here and you got one story, it's hot for a couple days, and then it dies down. Maine would not let the story die down. Because if he thinks about it, he still has the same amount of 60 people that followed him from the beginning. So why would you sit back and go so hard to try to change people's mind up? That's not going to change it. They're not changing their mind about who they feel you are, but you felt like you wanted to go so hard. And now look at you. You want to be the guy that my charges was dropped on social media because I pled guilty. I got a restraining order because I kept going to these people's houses. And then now we got in court. I got knocked out, but now I'm suing them. That's who you want. Right. That's what you want to be known as. You get nobody deals with him.
I was gonna say, if you really want to be the thug guy, whatever, why didn't you drop the charges? Why didn't you? Which we know why he didn't.
Well,
but I'm just saying, if you're really G, you drop the charges.
All
Well,
right.
he literally, if you was following, he literally had went to the DA office on caution right before he pulled up to Caution House with Fat Butt.
Right.
This is what to tell
Wow.
them that I want to be. I'm going to go ahead and pursue it as a victim. I've never seen a man that get online and make so many spirit threats,
Mm-hmm.
and they think that because they got money, your money cannot protect your body, and your friends cannot protect the blood in your body. I don't think why people believe these things. Like,
He got money?
no.
Okay.
No, none of them
I was
characters
like,
have money.
that's not what it
That-
was given.
One thing I think that, and this is no shade to anybody that gambles. I believe that the state that he comes from, they are a very high gambling rates because he's always gambling. I believe that's why his association with Lynn, they got like a connection with gambling and things like that. That's how he makes his sources and income because he always criticizes what everybody else does for a living, but he never shows what he does for a living. And he
Man.
never shows
Mm-hmm.
his remittance. He never shows his Google payouts, and the money that what he was getting was from his supporters. But I believe now the majority is from, Shada and him gambling.
Wow. I got to
And
give a shout out again. Thank you again to T.O., the sponsor of the show today, with the $5 super chat. T.O. says, when that adrenaline gets to rushing, SHIT just happens. LOL. So it's overstood. Absolutely.
yeah,
That is so
That's
true.
what happened.
I'm telling y'all when a man black out, like 2K was like very frustrated with that man. Like you could hear it in his voice.
Yeah,
Like,
a lot had been going on. I want to say, because the chat is asking this, what do has Lynn gone live? Has Lynn had anything to say about this?
So I actually have not watched Lynn, you guys. So I wouldn't be able to give an update on Lynn just yet. I do know that he's in Texas. I do know that people were stating, oh no, I gotta drop a video, but he was on TikTok, but people were stating that he was in Maine chat, giving him super chats. So their little love connection gonna grow. But as far as, his actual commentary, I haven't heard it yet. I know he's probably, laughing, but think about it,
mm,
nothing hurts more than this man's pride right now. I mean,
yeah,
I
Mm-hmm.
don't care what nobody say. I'm not a man,
Mm-hmm.
but I know just talking to my husband from the situation, like he said, just you got to watch a person like that. He was all like, because his pride, even it's like he keep getting dinged in his pride, and he don't know how to come back from that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Oh, Maine
So
was okay. I'm sorry, I'm chocolate drop. Maine was sending Lynn super chats. Okay, that's what it was. It was I knew it was something like that, but I didn't watch it. They was just telling me in my inbox they were sending super chats back and forth to each other. Weird.
That's weird. Well, you know
and
what? That's what they want. They want to support each other. That's their
they
business.
said Lynn was
We
in.
support each other.
They said Lynn was in his chat last night and gave him a $5 super chat.
Okay. Now, I know that Dusty Dime had went live as well, and Maine had pulled up. So the video we saw, that was clearly Maine leaving the courtroom or in the courtroom. Didn't Maine had pulled up to Dime's live too, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And what were they discussing, or was that's when all the lies were being told as far as the fight and the physical altercation?
Exactly. So it was spewed that that Maine. Well, he was stating that they walked up to each other. He got the sneaks in. I mean, not, I'm sorry, he got the hits in, and then
Mm-hmm.
Dom kept saying, "Oh, he snuck you, bro. He snuck you." And he was like,
Mm-hmm.
"No, no, he ain't sneak me. He ain't sneak me." He said, "I turned around. Like it wasn't that." You could clearly tell that. I believe because it's adrenaline. When you got adrenaline is like alcohol. You're gonna tell the
Yes.
truth. It's not giving you
Mm-hmm.
an opportunity to lie. So he
Mm-hmm.
he couldn't sit back and go with the narrative that he struck him. So he cleared it up immediately. But Dom was just on here. Then Dom, I didn't hear any rumors that I never said that 2K knocked Maine teeth out. All I told him was to show
Mm,
his face because I know that 2K said that he got them hits and was on top of you and he knocked
Mm-hmm.
you out. And so when he showed the scraping of your leg, I immediately start thinking, well, if you why is your leg scraped? Were you falling? Were you on the floor? Was that like and that was like a little rug burn? Like you
Mm-hmm.
you went down. So,
Mm-hmm.
but Down was just trying to create a narrative. And keep in mind, like I said, look, you support your brother, you want to support him, but don't. I don't. If anybody sits back and say, "Let's talk," you don't know. I will sit back and tell them, I'm just going off of what 2K told me. And I think that's the respect that she didn't give to anybody else. Where you were going off of what Maine told you.
Mm-hmm.
We all wasn't there. But we do see the swollen face, and we do see that your brother never talked about what hit he got in. To this day, we don't
Mm-hmm.
know what swing.
Mm-hmm. Probably
No,
none. And it is what it is. Sometimes people get the best of you. It is what it is. You
That's
know, he was
exactly what it
taken.
goes.
Yeah, it goes that way sometimes. Love this meme that you created here. This graphic. Thought it was
I
great. I love
that after ChatGPT.
I
Chat
love it.
GPT is my best friend, you guys.
I
Listen,
use
let
I
me get
use it
with it.
too. I use it too.
Right now we're gonna take some calls. If y'all got any questions for Let's Talk, the number is on the bottom of the screen: 240-903-1548. And if y'all want to make a statement, question, we're gonna go ahead and take them calls right now. If y'all curious about anything about this 2K situation, right now we're just waiting on the update from 2K. To
What
once
we
again,
doing?
2K is finna be out very, very soon. We just got to be patient, and more than likely he's gonna go live maybe tonight and discuss everything about that.
And bear with me, guys. Bear with me.
Is people calling in already? Is people calling in already? Kelly, can't hear you.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
What the heck? Okay. Call back, Kathy. Call back. Yes, they're calling in. I can't
Oh,
do
okay,
both,
okay.
that's why. And I don't want the phone to be ringing in the microphone. So that's why I'm going on mute. But yeah, people are calling in. Call back,
Okay.
Kathy. Sorry.
Yeah, if y'all want to make a statement or y'all want to say anything, I'm gonna put the number in the chat. It's also on the screen. What you have anything else to add to this while we waiting? Let's talk.
I'll say this, as a woman that also has, sons as well. I have a son. I think that this right here is a lesson that needs to be had and need to be shown how ego can collide on both ends. I would not
Mm-hmm.
sit here and be a honest person if I would not say that 2K and Maine both has been going back and forth for a year now. Whether it was directly, indirectly, whatever the case may be, it hasn't just been an isolated incident. But what I do show is that, this is on Maine, and I said this before,
Mm.
having a son and the first trigger to your, when it comes to a dispute or altercation or someone doesn't like you or in your words, exposing me, exposing, that's just weird to me, exposing. But again, exposing me. When you have a son and the first thing that you're teaching him is somebody says something to you you don't like and you pull up to their house, or your
Mm.
first thing you want to do is incite violence, these are the causes why so many of our black men are either incarcerated or why they're in
Hold on. Okay,
jails.
we got somebody on the phone.
Hi. Okay, you're on the air, caller.
All right. So I just want to say yesterday was a pretty good day for the internet. I mean, I think 2K taking care of Maine was better than Diddy beating those charges. But seriously, I just hope that this ends well because Maine does seem a little desperate, and I just don't trust people like him. So
Facts.
I just hope that it all ends well for 2K. He's a good guy. Like, I've been following him. And also Let's Talk too. That's my girl. I love Let's Talk. Like, and I just want to, I just hope that everything turns out well for 2K. Like, he has a lot of supporters. I know I jumped on and saw Derek and I was like, oh, let me just sit. I didn't even know what happened, but he's too good of a guy for this to turn out, too bad. So I just hope all ends well.
Thank you for calling. Yeah, we us too. Thanks for calling in.
Thank you.
Have a good
All right.
one.
Thanks for picking up.
No
You too.
problem. Bye bye.
You gotta know.
call from? Pam.
Hi, Pam. Putting you on. You there?
Yes, I have a question.
Sure. We can hear.
How are we sure that when 2K comes out and tells his story, that his story is going to be true? Because we weren't there to witness any of this.
Yeah, we don't know.
We don't know, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna make
That's all I have.
he's gonna make a live about it. I promise you that.
Thanks.
You're beautiful, by the way.
Thank you. You have a good one.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, give me a second, Desiree. I'm gonna call you back, girl, because Desiree called.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I'm telling y'all don't want to miss 2K's epic comeback. I'm pretty sure y'all all gonna be tuned in. I'm gonna be tuned in, probably modding like a mug. And hey, we gonna turn up. In his words, we're gonna have powder everywhere.
Listen, it's
I
gonna
don't
be
know
a
why
powder
he
party.
was obsessed with powder on the internet.
But the caller was absolutely right. You know, nobody knows. It's their side and then the truth. So again,
Right.
we're just all here speculating. And like I said, the same way when it was with Dom, we don't know. We're just all you team Maine, we team 2K. So we're gonna all make our person look in their light the same way you're gonna make yours look in your light until they both address it.
Right. That was a good question, Carla. Make sure the numbers on the screen and the numbers in the chat if y'all want to call in. Kelly is in look like she is just getting her ass kicked by that phone over there. What's going on, Kelly?
I'm trying to call her back. Somebody had called, and I'm trying to call her
Just
back.
answer the call. Just tell
Yeah.
y'all.
Well, it's
back.
my girl. It's my
Answer-
girl. I had to call
No,
her.
just answer the calls, Kelly. She can call back.
Okay. I don't know. Hello. Ooh. Hi. Yep. Call. Hello. You're on. You're on.
Hi, this is Kathy. I was trying to get through.
Oh, yep. You're on. You're live.
Okay, so I have two things to say. Ground does not apply if he's in court or if he's in a police department. So he wouldn't have been able to hit him back and get away with it. They would have both went to jail.
Wait, what happened? Where did okay?
She coming back.
The other thing is that to question 2K's truth he's always been truthful. I mean, and I had to even give him props when he and Sarah was going through everything. He came online and talked about himself. Like he put his own business out there and he says that he's not above it. And so I have to give him props for that because he doesn't even try to hide what's going on in his own life. So I just trust that he's going to tell the truth from his character.
Facts.
So that's all I have to say.
Thank you.
Thanks for calling.
Have a good one.
You.
Oh, I didn't mean to hang up, girl. I'm getting so many calls. Sorry, caller. My bad. I try. I don't really try to do that. But y'all just look because it's a lot coming through.
Don't call nobody back, Kelly.
I'm not. No, I'll try because that was my girl that always watches. But yeah, I can't handle it. So
just answer the calls. First come, first serve.
And unfortunately, and they call when somebody's on the line. That's the thing. Okay. Okay. Hold on.
But yeah, shout out to the 1,100 people in the Don't Piss Me Off because like this is an epic live. We get mad and holler at each other, but this is something serious. We got to support our brother 2K. So yeah, what's going on, kid? Just unmute, kid.
We're doing good. It takes a second to connect. Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead, girl.
So I wanna first off, I had something else to say, but I want to clarify for the last caller how 2K what he said added up. First off, it is a federal offense, no matter what state you're in, to fight in a jail. So if Maine even raised his voice slightly, he would have got arrested too because that is confrontation. Even though it's a stand your ground state, that is a federal building owned by the federal government. That's one. So we know he didn't even hit me. Second off, like Let's Talk said, we know he was knocked to the ground. His knee was scraped up. So that's that. The evidence speaks for itself. But what I wanted to say was the government need to be ashamed of themselves, because this is a vet that has cried out to the court that a SO is harassing him, his family. Not only that, followed Sarah while she was taking the kid, picking her child up from school.
Right.
If the government would have did something before, this would never have happened. And if this is the respect you are giving our black vets, we got to do better, because it should have never. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're a vet or not, but the fact that Tukay has never been in trouble, he's a law-abiding citizen, that serves this country. He deserves that respect. And that's really all I have to say. Like, we got to do better, because ain't no way a SO is getting more respect in the court system than somebody that would lay their life down for this country.
Facts.
So, and y'all have a great weekend. And Let's Talk, girl, you held it down, girl. For the
Thank you, darling.
Y'all have a good weekend.
Thanks for calling in, Maryland sister. You have a good one.
See you, cousin girl.
All right. Bye.
And if y'all ain't following Let's Talk, make sure y'all subscribe to her YouTube page. She is getting crazy subs over there. I keep an eye on her. I sub watch every time. So she's getting numbers over there. So if you've been under a rock, make sure you subscribe to Let's Talk Blog 2 on YouTube. Her channel is in the description, the title, if y'all been under a rock. So
And Black, thank you so much. When I'm on YouTube, I always see you in my comment section. It means so much honor just to see you guys. When I saw Kelly in my comments yesterday, like, it's an honor. So I really, really appreciate you guys so much.
Kelly and everybody comments.
That's my girl. Don't worry about it.
Kelly stays. All right, damn, Kelly comment on all my videos. Like, shit.
That's what I'm talking about, Kelly. Support.
We got a caller. Look, I try to support. You're on the air, caller.
Hey, Kay. First thing I want to say is you have so fly. You always look so good, and we love your content. You are the goose. And I also want to say this, guys. If you know Maine, and we all know he's so funny, if you know Maine, had Maine did anything, he would have been bragging all over the internet. He would have put it all out there. He's saying nothing. You know why he's saying nothing? Because he got that ass whooped. That's why he's not saying anything, because we already know. He would have told Dime this big story. She would have put it all over the place. Then he would have told this person. This would have been everywhere. We're hearing nothing. When is Maine quiet? Even when he's doing his little 2-3 minute little blogs he call himself doing, he's not saying anything. Pay attention. He lost the fight. Free Tukay. That's all I want to say.
Thank you. Bye.
And if you notice, he said that if he kept saying that Tukay wanted to wrestle. What is wrestling? Think about it. Wrestling is somebody on
you on the air. Oh, hold on.
Right.
You're on the air. Tell me something good.
Hey, everybody. I just wanted to say this. I want people to think about this. Yet again, inside the courtroom, Tukay was failed. Okay? How did he get close enough after them going to court for a restraining order for Tukay just to be able to stand up and do a 1-2 checker on him? Yet again, under the court supervision, Tukay was yet failed again, coming into close contact with that type of person, which he does not support. You know what I mean? So people need to pay attention to that. What did he say? Why was he that close? Could he not have taken an alternate route to get away from him? Y'all need to start thinking about the fact and stop victimizing the victims all over again. That's what we need to stop doing. And victimizing the victims. Today was yet a victim again inside the courthouse.
Okay. Okay.
All right, that's all I have to say, baby.
Thank you.
Guys have a good day.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
I think that I'm sorry, go ahead, Black.
Go ahead.
No, I think that when you go into the courthouse, though, I believe that it's not like the restraining order is no longer upheld, but that's the reason why they're there. So they're assuming that probably both parties would cooperate. So I don't know if a restraining order can still be in place when you're in a courthouse, if that's possible, if that makes sense. I don't know.
Hold
they
on.
shouldn't have been
Right.
around each other. They shouldn't have been next to each other in that much close proximity.
We got a caller on the air. Yeah, that was strange. We got a caller. Go ahead, caller.
Hey, everybody. First, I want to say free Tukay, F Maine. And secondly, I want to say Black, get Kel some grace. This her first time doing the song. Like, don't
And
do it
it's
like
and it's bumping.
he's up off
Hey,
her.
what?
Yeah, like he doing too much.
Yeah. Thank
Go
you.
ahead
I
with your
appreciate
question.
you.
Shit.
Oh, she hung up. She hung up.
I know
Okay.
she told you to leave her alone.
Before I piss y'all off, you're on mute. I think you're on mute.
Okay.
But yeah, he
Press 1 to send a voicemail. Press.
oh, they ain't. Yeah, so Kelly, what's your thoughts on this whole situation? Like, I know you're new to all of this, so
Are you there, caller? Hello? I don't know. They hung up.
they hung up.
Yeah, I think I'm really not shocked. I'm really not shocked. I mean, just knowing when you constantly cover the mess, you're gonna get in some mess eventually, whether you want to or not. You know, some of these people, they're a colorful cast of characters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, a lot of people, they don't like you to have an opinion also.
Right. You got another caller? But yeah, man.
Okay, Kenny. Finally, Kenny got through. Go ahead, Kenny. You on the air.
First, I'm going to say good morning to everybody, man. What's up, Black? What's up, Kelly? What's up, Let's Talk?
What's going on, Kenny?
Look, I'm taking up donations for Larry. We're going to stop calling him names. His name is Larry. I'm taking up donations. I'm going to buy him a life alert button. I'm going to get him signed up for karate classes and self-defense classes because he's a victim. He ain't no aggressor. He was humble last night on the phone. He couldn't even chew that soft, half-cooked ass fish that his ugly ass wife was making. So y'all send me some money. I'm finna go buy Maine a life alert button. I'm gonna get him signed up for karate classes and self-defense classes.
Okay, we'll do.
I promise you that. He ain't finna sit in jail long. Hey, Kelly, I got something to ask you too. This your phone number?
It's a good. No, it's not. It's not.
Kenny.
Okay. Okay. Have a good one. No,
Kenny,
I'm not. Look, I'm not.
with Trish.
I am not like 2K. I'm not giving my real phone number out on the internet. 2K
I
be
had to
doing
tell
that.
Kenny, turn him loose last night. He had me crying laughing. Kenny is
Yeah.
nice.
Look, there's a Google Voice number.
Yes.
Because they can dox you with your real phone number. So I try to be careful. But
Nah, I just don't
we
want
still
nobody
taking
calling
calls. What'd you say,
me.
Black?
I said I just don't want nobody calling me. They're just point blank. Period.
Understand?
Yeah, I got it set to where if your number ain't saved in my phone, you can't get through. You can't.
That's right.
At all.
Right.
Bill
Don't be
collectors,
stuck on the
anybody.
side of the road and need to hold a person's phone.
Right. So it is what it is. It is what it is. So besides I know this is the 2K episode or whatever, free 2K episode, whatever, but let's talk. What are you got planned for as far as content wise for either today or are you just gonna have continued coverage of this? Like what do you got going on now?
Well, I do. Thanks. You know what? Thanks so much for asking that, Black. I'm actually covering the story with the pastor, J. Rock Walker, exposing the pastor Fred Matthew, and he was actually able to confront his bishop or his apostle directly because on Sunday the pastor that he was accusing was able to take his pulpit. So now he's blocked out the church and banned. So I'm going to be covering on that.
Wow.
That's a big story for me. And it's also a little bit of celebrity news that I wanted to be covering and keeping up to date on.
We got a caller. Go ahead, TT.
Hey, this Bad and Boozy. And hey, panel. Hey, let's talk.
Hey, Dollface.
What's going on?
Okay, so I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, free 2K every day, all day.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a question. If Maine is the victim, why do he need a lawyer for what just happened?
I don't know. I don't
So
know.
it's for the other case.
Because he should
Oh,
need a
for the
lawyer.
other case. It's for the other case.
Also, all of a sudden, he want to raise money for a lawyer for the other case.
Remember, he
He
raised
broke.
$4,500
Oh, okay.
before and never retained a lawyer.
Oh, she said, okay. Tay said he raised $4,500 before and never retained a lawyer.
Wow.
So you right. You right. You on the right path. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That is crazy. All right. Well, thanks for calling in. Oh, go ahead.
That's all I wanted to say. I'm a little nervous.
Oh no, you good. Well,
Oh, you
we
good.
appreciate you watching and calling in. You have a good one.
Thank you.
Shit, I'm
Bye
nervous.
bye.
I'm nervous right now.
All right, she said she love you. Let's talk.
I love you more, darling. Thank you.
And once again, y'all make sure y'all follow Let's Talk YouTube page. I'm pretty sure the mod's gonna drop her YouTube page in the chat again. She covers all this stuff. If you're not watching 2K, you need to be watching her because they coincide one another. I'm not in that realm. I cover hip hop, celebrity, gossip, and entertainment and music reviews. That's my lane.
Mhm.
So if you like the mess and the Facebook celebrity status and stuff like that, follow Let's Talk. Follow.
Look, and I got some mess too. I saw some mess on here. Oh, I gotta play this. I got to play this. Hold on, let me stop sharing this screen because I thought this was hilarious. And I saved it. I had to bookmark it. Okay, here it is. And this is from Bridget. Okay, if you call from no caller ID, I'm not.
Her
Sorry. Not gonna answer. Hold on, let me put this. Let me
gotta
turn it
start
over.
Bridget runs
Yeah, I
the
gotta
internet
start it
with
over.
these memes. I'm telling you, Bridget is hilarious. Shout out to Bridget Ray.
Oh, I gotta play. Okay, there it is. Here we go.
Only on people he know. He don't be pulling that shit on them fools around the corner.
You gonna cry in the car.
He gonna cry in the car.
Insane. And freaking insane.
That is hilarious.
We still taking calls, y'all. We still got a few minutes. As with 2K, we say we got 18 minutes on the shot clock. So if y'all have a question for Let's Talk, me, y'all want to cuss me out or anything, make sure y'all call that number 240-903-1548. And we can't use the regular number because.
And I'm not taking calls that say no caller ID. I'm not doing that. I ain't got time for any bed bugs or whatever I ain't got time. So we're not doing that. Sorry, guys. If you call from a no caller ID. What's up with this girl's shoes with the feet? I had to pull this up. I saw this on some, I don't know, Men's Viewpoint. I don't know if this is a blogger.
Oh my God.
Who? I don't know. It's
Are you guys how you feel about B Simone's little sister trying to get her veneers taken out?
Why would she do that? What's the point of it? Why are you? First of all, you can't do that. Like they already shaved down your teeth.
Because her temporary looks better than her permanent.
Yeah, okay.
Look, I brush my teeth night and day, so I'm good.
Now she's having a whole meltdown. That's crazy.
Isn't that what they call? Okay, it's not bed bugs. I'm sorry, it's love bugs. You're right, calling out the nonsense.
Man, bed bugs.
It's love bugs. You're right.
Fuck that. It's bed bugs.
Yeah.
But what's
I
your
don't even call them the bed bugs. I don't even call her Dusty Down, but she probably gonna call me all type of bees. She done sat back and called me hoes, even though I've been married to my husband for 14 years and all 3 of my kids come from him. I'm like, girl, she just was sitting back because I sat back and said what 2K told me, and that's and I got attacked.
What's your thoughts on this Diddy trial?
Like I think with the Diddy trial, my opinion was at first he should have definitely received bail. For the charges that he had, being a first time offender, he should have was able to receive bail. But I do believe that he's probably only going to be, if the sentencing guidelines that I saw is correct, is anywhere between 12 to 24 months. First time offender, he probably was only going to probably get about a year. He already did 10 months. So did he probably got like about a good 2 months left?
Yeah. Well, his sentencing is October 3rd, so I don't know. It's kind of hard to read what's going to happen because the judge might give him the max because it ain't no limitation to it. So
I was just about to say, if is no limitations, they have a statute. But how did you feel about the protesters out there spraying themselves with baby oil?
ghetto.
I love Armand Wiggins.
Armand had me crying. I was on the floor. I love. He was still.
Ghetto. Y'all keep on calling. Y'all, we still gonna take these calls until further notice. Appreciate everybody that came through. They subscribed to the DPMO morning show. This is our Friday. And Kelly, you got a call?
Yeah, sorry about that, caller. Go ahead.
No, I just want to say, I want to call that bitch a bitch. I'm sorry for cursing, but I'm online now talking shit about the messy mob.
Oh, okay.
So got access to it. Yeah, talk about his mother to let's talk and all this crazy shit. I know you ain't supposed to curse. I just want you all to know.
Look, you letting us know. You letting the messy mafia know what's up. We appreciate it.
Okay.
Thanks for calling in. Bye.
Yeah. I've never seen a young lady. I've never seen an older woman that old that really gets upset when people do what she does. Like, I've never seen stuff like that. Like, you actually thinks that you are the bully of social media and that people are supposed to bow down. But I'm almost certain that's why her and Maine now gets along with each other, because they both think like each other. It's cool when they do it, but it's a problem when you do it.
Mm-hmm.
The only person that she's doing is giving her kids a headache. I know they're ready to get the hell out that house.
Did she start going viral through Tukay or on her own?
Well, I know that she went viral when she did it was a podcast that she did when she had found her long lost son. But Tukay is the one that boosted Dom up by going live with her scenarios and her consistent drama. You're airing out your daughter's dirty drawers, stuff that we wouldn't do as conscientious parents. So her antics is what got her viral.
Oh, wow.
Acting like a fool is what got her. People love train wrecks. If you notice, YouTube train wrecks gets the most views.
Yeah, Kelly always talk about, oh, you're on the edge, man. Look, I try to do I try to do a reaction to the BET Awards. I had got numbers off of it. I had actually got 100 subs doing it, but I got a strike though. So you have to do some wild shit to go viral, Kelly. Remember that, Kelly. That's all I'm saying.
I don't want to get a strike. So I'm cool on that.
Strike.
This ways around it.
Yeah, I'm good around
it. I got it, but I got a strike. But
let's we're gonna take one more call and then y'all gotta wait for 2K because I can't handle it. And then we're gonna pull up Debraca's live because I do want to.
I don't want to pull that up on this channel.
If you don't.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, I'm not gonna pull up Debraca.
I just don't want to pull up because I don't fuck with her.
She's a potty mouth. She doesn't know.
No, but I don't want to get the demonetization.
She's a potty mouth. Completely mouth. She doesn't know how to have a regular conversation. And then I'm almost certain her children use the same language. And since she said F my kids, no, that's the reason why. But your children are probably saying to people while they're in school. She's gonna have a lot of parent teacher conferences. The way that she is, they're in the room soaking all that up.
Man, it's insane though, man. We still got people calling in, Kelly. Cause it seems like that phone has got you in a chokehold.
Okay, they can hear you, caller.
The only thing I wanted to say was that the money that he's collecting for the lawyer is supposedly because he wants to sue Maine civilly. I mean, he wants to sue Tukay civilly for his injuries.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much. Thanks for calling in.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, he need to retain the lawyer for that other case because if you notice, he didn't speak on anything about the restraining order. He didn't mention what happened in that case.
Look, you know all the tea, girl. You was
It's
paying
just
I'm
attention.
telling you, that's
politics.
what I'm telling you.
Do you take
Listen.
notes? Like when you take notes when you watch these live, you got to because you. I
I can
got to.
honestly tell you, like really honestly, if it wasn't for my comment cousins, a lot of the stuff I would not know. I shout out to all of them because they inbox me, they give me the nerves, they let me know, and then I always go back and try to do my own research. People know the amount of the live that I screen record is how much I watched. So I'm not
Okay.
sitting back watching, a lot of them. I can't. It's too much. It would be
It would
too
be
much.
too much.
But I think they fail to realize that you do grasp a feel of how a person is by watching them do Facebook. Like I done went live a couple
Absolutely.
times. People probably pretty much can grasp how I am. You get what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So we do the same with them, but they don't want to accept what we see as the outside looking in.
So they're saying, what platform is she live on? Are you talking about who you talking about,
The
Desiree? You
Brock.
talking
I'm
about?
talking about Dusty.
Oh, she be on Facebook, right? She
No,
probably on
I think
Facebook
she be on
live.
TikTok, don't it?
She be on TikTok too, but I think she probably. I don't know. I know she go live on
She's
Facebook.
screaming at the cam at 1:30 in the morning, 1:30 in the afternoon, arguing about someone else's husband. Weird as hell. Weird. You're doing more than Shada. Relax.
Well, Kelly, what you got? What you are you doing a video today? Oh, you got a call. You on mute.
Okay, go ahead, sir. Would you say your name was? Oh, hey, Spaces. You're on the air.
Listen, what kind of evil person tries to block somebody from getting money to do what Tukay's wife is doing, bro?
I know.
That is evil.
Yeah, and you know
That's
what's
evil, man.
Yes, and you know what? We've even seen 2K say on live, he doesn't even hate Dime. He doesn't hate her. He doesn't, and I believe that. Why? I don't know. I thought that too, Spaces. I thought it was literally diabolical. I did.
And I met 2K in person twice, and dude is super, super cool.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to give him his shout outs because I can't stand when evil people try to bully nice people.
Right.
It just makes you want to really do some evil stuff to the evil person. You know what I mean? So, man, I got to give props to 2K, man, because he brought me on DPMO with full attempt to just bring subscribers to my channel, and he had nothing to win from it. He had nothing to gain from it.
Right.
Because I have substantially less subscribers, substantially less viewers than him. And he just said, you know what, come on the show one day. Let me know one day you're available, and we can try to get you some subscribers. Just off his own volition.
Yep.
For her to do what she did, man, I don't know. I think I'm at the point now where I can't even watch 2K talk about, if he chooses to in the future.
Yeah.
Talk about her, because that's my level of despise for her now.
Mm-hmm. Look, everybody in the chat, they with you. They agreeing with you. I agree with you. Chat's going off. You're right. Because it didn't have to get. She didn't have to take it that far, and you don't win that way because she collects donations, and I'm pretty sure somebody could report her Cash App or whatever she got going on,
Right. And it's one thing for you to make fun of him going to jail. Okay, cool.
Right.
He knows that that's a part of the content creation game. We all know that. But for you to try to stop him from getting money to get out of jail, you are a disgusting individual.
And it's his wife's Cash App. She don't know what other people sending to her for whatever else she got going on. Like I could have been a grandma sending money for the kids to get something to eat while they in Hawaii. You just don't know. You taking food out her kids' mouths. You don't know,
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Just an evil person. And those are the type of people that I really think need to just be off, like go somewhere else to like be. I don't know if you ever watched The Wire, but there was a part of The Wire where they put all the criminals and all the crackheads and all the drug dealers into one area, and they did
Amsterdam. Yeah, Amsterdam.
Amsterdam, yeah.
me and Let's Talk know we from Maryland.
You know about it.
We know all about The Wire.
People like Dime need to be put in Amsterdam, bro. Just left to your own devices. stay around people that are like you. You are a disgusting individual, man.
Yeah. Well, thanks for calling in and always supporting. We appreciate you. You have a good one.
You too.
Bye-bye. Yeah, she gonna
just-
get
just-
hers. It's
It's
that was
jealousy.
low.
You know, a lot of people forget that jealousy is crueler than the grave. If a person is jealous of you, it's no level of extent that they'll do to try to sabotage you. So jealousy is a very envious and a cruel spirit. Jealousy is something, I'd rather you just not like me than be jealous of me. And that's what it takes when anytime you're sitting back and you're trying to 2K done reported on you needing to get your bills paid, your car insurance paid, and all that, and have never blocked anybody from trying to get you out. So it's one thing, this is where the line of content creators clash. And I will not put this out on every content creator because they're not like that. It's a certain set of content creators that are crab in the barrel and that do not want to see anybody win, and then constantly sit back and say, well, y'all do this and y'all do that. Y'all do it for the views, and y'all not even getting paid for the views that you are on. It's so sad that all you want to do is just tear each other down. And keep in mind, we blog on what y'all put on here. But at the end of the day, like come on now. Like, y'all do too much. Y'all, and then you be old doing this stuff. Like,
Even we've said it on this show. We don't even play with the stuff with getting people's pages taken down, you know, because that's their source of income. It's never that, for me, it's never that serious. And we covered a story, and you probably saw it, Tay, but about the content creator that unalived the other content creator over the pages, over their YouTube pages. They got the strikes, and it should never get that far, you know. It just should never get that far. Taking the pages down, that and the doxing, I think that's just crossing. That's crossing a line. That's crossing a line.
I've never seen it. They wasn't this bad, and I've been following these creators. It just started getting real bad when like money started getting involved. Like last year, I believe is when like all hell broke loose, and then now everybody want to talk about what they're getting. Everybody want to get more money. Your followers bringing you money, not just thinking that it's enough money for all of us. But when people never had nothing, that's how you can know that Facebook was their biggest come up. Because there's no way that you're acting like this and you're going to war with our fellow people that you don't know about stuff that you put on social media about the opinion that they have. It's no way possible.
Right. It's insane, man. Like, how you gonna be for somebody that's getting ad revenue? Like, how you gonna stop somebody from getting ad revenue?
Yeah.
And why make it seem like bloggers are reporting their content? If you are my content, why would I report you? Make it make sense.
And I will say this. If you're reporting somebody, because somebody in the comments is saying something about kids, you're doing something with kids. That's, for me, that's different. You know, you're abusing kids, whatever. You got to call the police. That's a horse of a different color. But if it's nothing like that going on,
exactly,
I'm not reporting. I probably wouldn't report a page either way, even if you are doing something with kids. I kind of mind my business, but I can see why someone would. Yeah.
And then also too, do not watch pages that you are blocked from, because more than likely is a reason, and it's going to trigger you. Most of these content creators get upset with me because I'm stating stuff and you're blocked, or you want to be in a group chat. I would never be inside a group chat of people that do not like me looking for compliments. That's a trigger. If people do not like me, I'm not expecting compliments from people that do not like me. That's an obsessed. Weird.
Look, that's an obsessed person. If you're watching someone from a block page, you're obsessed with that person. You got to get some.
I enjoy the hate. Like, look, just like I told you in 2K, Kelly, would you want somebody to be on your page looking at you, hating on you, or not watching you at all? They making you money. Like,
it gets to a certain extent.
You gotta embrace the hatred, like I do.
Okay, for me,
hate me on here,
and you are a man, and things are different for men than they are for women. And I'm cutting down the
here we
phone
go
line.
now.
Here's the thing. I don't live by myself. There's I have other people to protect. I don't want to be doxxed. I don't want certain where it went with 2K. I don't want that. I don't want no parts of it. I don't want no.
Don't nobody know where you live.
And I want to keep it that way.
You ain't got no address.
I
want him to
want
pull
to
up. I
keep.
got
I
a
don't.
license to carry. Pull up in my
Yeah.
house. Pull up. I was
Yeah,
that's
I leave the door unlocked
Pull
on
up.
purpose.
That's good. I don't want nobody doxing me. I don't want nobody pulling up on me. Poor Sarah, they pulling up on poor Sarah. She minding her business.
No,
What
you're
happened to 2K? I don't want for me. I don't want that
I
for you.
welcome it. That's a free
If
kill.
that's what you want, Black, that's your business.
Free
I don't want
kill.
that. I don't want a stalker. I don't want somebody as soon as they wake up, they thinking about me. I'm cool
Free
on that.
kill. Free
And
kill
and
to
I
me.
can honestly, what Kelly is saying is the truth because again, I've been harassed by this man for months.
Yeah.
And it was to the point where at first I wasn't telling my husband, and then I imagine having to let your husband know that you have a person harassing you because of the work that you're doing, and then when you're not even doing content on them, only because of the association. Like this man literally copyrighted my page because I was doing content on Lynn. When I went live about it, he went live for like 4 hours straight. I went live for 1 hour and dog walked them, and then I get doxxed. I get
Hold
dragged.
on.
It's like I'm telling you, they do not like you to stand up. I'm telling you, these content creators think that they are your parents. They think that they can sit back and whip you and tell you to keep my name. I never tell nobody keep my name out your mouth. I cannot control that. All I say
Right.
is just respect me. I won't call you out your name. Don't call me out mine. If you are another woman, don't go straight for my looks. I'm not going to go straight for yours. If you
Right.
come for me, come about my content. Tell me
Right.
that your content ain't good, but don't come for me about my appearance or I'ma drag you.
It don't have to get that far. I mean,
You're
it's
dragging.
and the fact you just said over something Lynn did, so it wasn't even over him. It was over Lynn.
A Cooking with Lynn video. It was a Cooking with Lynn. Lynn had just got a new page, Cooking with Lynn, and I did the video on it stating that, hey, you guys, are we going to eat a plate from Lynn? And Shamar was cooking at the same time, selling the plates. And oh, I think Bree. And that's when they had sat back and we did the video. And I didn't know throughout the night, Maine had brought the page from Lynn because he can't create his own followers on his own. So his first page came from Lynn's boyfriend, Quell. Then the other pages came from Lynn. And then all the
Okay.
big, so that's when I woke up in the morning to a whole copyright. And that's how he was able to dox me because when you try to reverse the strike, you put your
Oh,
information.
I've
Now
heard of
I'm
that.
not being, and now keep in mind, I didn't even do it from him. It was a long story, like it was crazy, but he sat back and I never forget I had posted and he gonna sit back and say, yeah, we ready to play. And for him to sit back and take my information, and it was his girl, hospital socks. That's why I don't respect her. I thought that she was like an innocent bystander and she didn't know what was going on. But I remember it was times I was trying to, end it with her. And he was online showing pictures of my mom.
Wow.
And I never
Wow.
went that far with him. Like to this day, the most I'll do is drop pictures. I don't post pictures of his mom. I don't post pictures of his kids. I don't do that stuff, even though, because I say I don't want it to be a war of the bloggers versus these fake celebrities. And he's not a content creator. Let's keep that in mind. He has no content. His content is talking about people. He has no content.
Okay. I've only
Well,
seen one live of his, and it was 1 minute. And I don't even remember what it was about. I was like, what's this guy do? And then I just clicked off, but I remembered the face. And then when all of this happened, I said, oh, that's that guy that I saw sitting on live on YouTube,
No
Yeah.
content. And that's
Why
no
y'all
shade.
say Tate's just talk like Krishan? They just both from the same city.
I
Don't
don't talk like Krishan,
yeah,
y'all.
don't bring Krishan. Don't do my
I'm
girl
mad at
Tate like that.
Krishan. I ain't mad at her. I'm mad at her
We
right
will
now.
talk offline,
We're going to talk
about
about that.
Krishan.
Yes, because I
Yeah.
got some words for my bookie butt. But
Yes.
yeah.
we're 2 minutes over the mark.
Okay.
So let's talk. What
what you got?
Tell people where they can find you, what you got going on today, and blah 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 blah.
Well, again, you can find me on the side of Facebook. My main page is, of course, Let's Talk on YouTube, Let's Talk Blog 2. Same on Facebook, Let's Talk on Facebook, as well as Tay Bing. So just look for me. I got my profile picture is the same. I'll be bringing up the updates with 2K once he's out following with that. I'll be doing the pastor's update. Shamar's broken on the train. I'll be covering that B Simone sisters update, as well as any new any trending news. You can always follow me. I thank you guys so much for this opportunity that you gave me. It's definitely been an honor. And shout out to the Messy Mafia, shout out to 2K, shout out to Sarah, and shout out to 2K's mom, his sister, and his brother-in-law. Shout out to them.
Kelly, what
Okay,
about you? You got anything going on today?
I do. I have a live going on. I'll probably go live at about 2:30 because I gotta take an hour to get myself together, and I am going to be reporting
Get yourself together.
I got to put the video and everything together.
Oh,
The video,
I thought you
yeah,
talking
the clips
about
and stuff.
the look.
Oh no, the clip. I got to edit the clips and everything. And I am going to.
See, I wear the same outfit every day.
Oh, I'm going out and I'm going to have this on. But I'm going to be reporting on DDG, Lil Reggie, the streamers, and it looks like this DDG Lil Reggie beat may have taken it to the Chirac streets with the Bloodhound Gang and Q50. Yeah, because apparently now Bloodhound Dub doesn't know that he's Bloodhound Dub. He's renouncing the gang that he was adopted into all over this beef because the Bloodhound Gang ops went on live with Lil Reggie, the Bloodhound. I can't think of the guy's name, but I think it was Q50. I can't remember. He said he had Lil Reggie's back. Lil Reggie not the one that you should play with, and it's a lot's going down. It's a lot going down. So if you want to know about these streamers and the stuff with DDG and DDG, you got more important things to be worrying about than Lil Reggie. In my opinion, we worry about that son. But anywho,
yeah, got a new man.
Yes, she
do.
Yeah,
we reported that yesterday.
We talked about
it. That's why I saw it yesterday. I was like, okay, T.
That's who DDG need to be worry about getting your son, less about Lil Reggie. But anyway, I will be live here at about 2:30. What you got going on today, Black?
Well, it was the Diddy trial. I mean, but we're on standby with that. I gotta look through the dumpster pile, see what's trending today. I'm looking now. Ain't really nothing in my lane that's trending right now. But y'all are welcome to subscribe to Black_TV for all your latest in the hip hop news and for me cussing out the screen as usual. I don't really act wild on my channel like I do here. So,
and let's pull up our pages, Black, since we got record number highs. So
yeah, appreciate everybody that subscribed, that came in to check on Tukay and everything, and more than likely Tukay is gonna go live. Shout out to Bree A1 for the $10 chat. Free my boy, man.
Yes, and y'all hold on. I'm gonna pull up my page so you can go and subscribe. Check me out. I talk about a myriad of things. Streamers. I try to leave most of the hip hop stuff to my boy Black, but if it's something
you talk about
really
politics on your page,
more politics, not just politics, but also current events, pop culture. Not so much the hip hop stuff. I have touched on it, but not so much. But you guys can check me out here. Kelly Corinne Show. I will come up and I will drop my YouTube in the chat. But as always, you can catch me and Black here every day, Monday through Friday, 11 Central Standard Time, noon Eastern Standard Time.
And another thing, I won't be here Monday and Tuesday, Kelly. Just a reminder.
Okay.
I won't be here. So
thank you.
So
my mom says hello to Black.
Hey, how you doing, Mama Kelly Corinne?
We appreciate you watching, Mommy. So that's it. And again, thank you so much for taking this time out your busy schedule, Tay. We really appreciate it. And look, we'd love to have you back. So
maybe you can come on Monday.
If you free, we'd love to have you Monday.
2K will be back by then, hopefully. So
he will.
He'll definitely be back by then. It'll be an honor. You guys, I'm only a phone call away. You know how to reach me. Black, thanks again for the opportunity. Kelly, thanks again for reaching out to me. I'm going to drop off to use the bathroom because this water is running through.
I'll go ahead. You finna end it now.
Thanks, y'all.
All right.
ever heard. Let's make YouTube great again.